Welcome to our property tax forum. We have a great speaker tonight, Pat Anderson, and when Pat's done speaking, there'll be time for you to make comments, questions, share your concerns, and so think about that as you're listening tonight. And in planning this event, I've been thinking a lot about property taxes, and I know everyone here is here for a reason, one of two reasons. You're either here because you're concerned about property taxes and the direction they're going, or you're here because you're concerned about people who are concerned about property taxes and the direction they're going. Now, myself, I don't know each of you individually, and I don't know where you're coming from, so I can only speak from where I'm coming from. And my situation is I moved to the city 12 years ago, and in that time my property taxes have tripled. And I don't know where everyone else is. Maybe yours have doubled, maybe I don't know how long you've been here. But one question I thought of myself, and that is, I asked myself, and maybe let's just say they doubled. Are your city services twice as good as they were when you moved to the city now? Or are they not even as good as they were when you moved here? Are your streets in the city twice as good as they were when you first moved to the city? Or are they not even as good? Even worse, think about your city schools. Are they twice as good as when you moved to the city? They're not even as good. I know my answer. So, it begs the question where all this money is going. And I've heard stories of seniors in the area who, when they left, that lived in southwest Minneapolis, their property taxes were more than their mortgage payments were on their house, but they wanted to retire, so they had to leave the city. Now, I know it's not cool to get up and complain about property taxes, but I always wonder how compassionate the government is that can tax its seniors, the people who paid the bills for this city all those years, out of their homes when they want to retire, the homes they've already paid for. So, I don't know. And then I used to see these happy to pay more signs up, happy to pay more for a better Minneapolis. And I never really understood where those people were coming from, because they could always just send in more money. But one thing I do know for sure is that they've gotten what they wanted. We are paying more. And I'm still waiting for the better Minneapolis, and I'm not happy about it. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to introduce our speaker. She's the former mayor of Egan, and she was our state auditor from 2003 to 2007. She also served as the commissioner for the Employee Relations Committee, or agency in the government, and she's one public servant who maybe has a distinction that maybe no others do, and that she actually worked herself out of a job and closed that agency to save the taxpayers money. If for no other reason than that, give Pat Anderson a big hand.